What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Pudgy penguins today. PENGU. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it, all right? I want to use this on maybe USDT, Binance. Yeah, okay, there we go. We got the all-time history there. That's good. Pudgy is making quite the recovery. We're at about a $797 million market cap now. We've seen a dramatic drop-off, right? The high of your market cap here was about, oh, I'm sorry, is that the market? Yeah, that is $2.7 billion. All the way down to $243 million. That is an over 90% correction. We love to see it. That's great. Phenomenal. It means that people had an opportunity to buy at low prices and get this thing for a more quote-unquote fair valuation. Daily RSI got massively oversold, and now here we are flirting with the overbought zone, right? It's almost like you're in a bull flag, right? It's like this is it's like a upward slanted bull flag, which they do exist. They're just rare, and they're less common to work out. Oftentimes, upward slanted bull flags, in my opinion, they fail to meet their measure move. That doesn't mean that this one has to, though. A lot of volume coming in at the top here, not really going anywhere. It wouldn't surprise me if you consolidate a little bit further, but with the rest of crypto, I'm assuming that we do see another leg up here pretty damn soon. I don't think that this stops here. I think that you moved up, you're consolidating, and then you're going to move up again. So whatever it looks like, you're going to be in this range until you're not. And whenever you're not in this range, you're going to see a progression that probably takes you back to your all-time highs, if not even above your all-time highs. Let's look at where you are in the fibs. From a high, not the scam wick high, but this high here to this low here. High to low. Look at that. Double top, nice little wick right at the golden ratio there. Beautiful. Back down to the 0.5. It's very common whenever you do this kind of procedure, when you go all the way up to your golden ratio, to pull back and find support at the 382 or the 0.5 or somewhere in between. You're right now in that somewhere in between zone. So this is fine. This is totally fine. You're finding support here at prior resistance right there. If we put a line, a horizontal line right here, support at prior resistance here, and even kind of in this area of resistance back here. I guess you're a little bit above that, to be fair. But right there, significant. That's pretty significant in my opinion. Lower lows in the RSI on a daily perspective, higher lows in the price. That's a good look in itself. And you're at the 50 on the RSI. Bouncing off the 50 is a good thing. Just like rejecting it here, rejecting the 50 was not a good thing. Bouncing off of it will likely be a good thing whenever it results, or when it comes to taking you to higher prices. Finding resistance at the golden ratio and then pulling back to the 0.5, 382 area to find support. Whenever you move up, the expectation would be that you stop somewhere in the 786, 886 area, which would be about 2.7 cents to 3.5 cents. Okay, let's see if that lines up. Let's just see what that kind of measurement would do. If this was your bull flag here, assuming you kind of move like a bull flag, that's your bull flag measure move. That'd be the base of the flagpole. Yeah, takes you right up to your 786, 886 zone. And it really wouldn't surprise me if you actually saw a move that was even a little bit deeper than that. We could go above the 886. We could go a little bit through the 886 and find resistance somewhere up here instead. But I would anticipate, I don't know why I can't talk. I can normally talk better than this. Normally, not always. But I would anticipate that you find some turbulence here, much like you did here before exacting your revenge on new all-time highs here. Okay, so that's my expectation. By the end of this month of May, you will be worth at least 2.7 cents, if not at most like 4 cents, probably, right? Somewhere in that kind of area. You'll consolidate, and then sometime like in the beginning of June, if not the early part of June or the mid part of June, you'll find your low, and then you'll start to break out, right? I think June's going to be a phenomenal month for PENGU, for the rest of crypto as well. I think you're going to do very well, and you will see new all-time highs. We're going to go over that real quick. I just want to see what you're doing here from a low to the current price. Low to where you are here. You're up 200. Man, that's crazy. Right? Most coins are up 45% from their lows. PENGU's up 254%, and it's been consolidating since April 28th for almost a month. That's pretty impressive. That's a good look right there, guys. I'm not gonna lie. That's actually a pretty damn good look right there. Anyways, when it comes to moving higher, the expectation would be that you see prices somewhere around 93 cents to 22.5 cents, if not above, maybe as high as 60 cents. Let's see what kind of market caps that can provide. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if you go all the way up there. Let's chill, cool the jets a little bit. A 7x to potentially a 18x. Okay, what would that mean market cap wise? A 7.5x essentially from the current market cap of 800 million. Well, why can't I do that math? 7 times 8, is that 54? 7 times 7 is 49. So it'd be 56. I don't know why I always do that. I do that 56, 54. Is it because, hold on. It's because 9 times 6 would be 54. But 7, so, sorry, sorry guys. 7 or 8 times 7 is 56, right? 8 times 7. Why can't I do this? Oh, man, my brain is going dead. I swear it is, but let me just see here. Hold on. I can do math. I swear I can. 8 times 7. 56. Okay. Okay. I could do the math originally and I got the memory for it. I couldn't do the work in my head, man. I had to validate it. 56, okay? So that would be 56 in accordance to this here would be $5.6 billion. 5.6, but it's times a half, right? 8 times 7.5. Oops, 8 times 7.5. That would be 60. Okay, so about $6 billion market cap. You'd be at a $6 billion market cap here at about a 93-cent price, $6 billion. So if we can add that a little bit more, let's see. We need 3x more than that to be, no, we need like almost a 4x more than that to be at about 10 billion. So 10 billion would be about here. $10 billion, right? Because that'd be about an 11x. 11x from 800 million would be 880, so it'd be a little bit more than that even, right? PNG. I'm just trying to figure out where a $10 billion market cap would be. That'd probably be like right around here, right? That's a 12.5x. What's 12.5 times 8? 12.5 times 8. There we go. Boom. $1 billion. So PENGU, or a $10 billion market cap. I think PENGU, not financial advice, not a financial advisor, if you stuck around for that headache, that little mathematic headache there, essentially this target area I think is completely appropriate. Okay, with this target right here being at about a $10 billion market cap. Okay, $10 billion. Fully diluted valuation. It's a little bit more, so assuming that there's not any crazy unlocks happening between now and the end of June, early July, this should be a pretty accurate representation of where PENGU could go if it saw a $10 billion market cap. That's at 16 cents. Okay, $10 billion market cap at 16 cents there. Psychological resistance, and it's very common with the 1-4-1-4 to not find resistance right at it, but to go a little bit above it. So seeing that kind of price, seeing that kind of psychological resistance of $10 billion right there, I could really see that happening. And this is a perfectly fine area. There's a lot of cryptos that are looking like they want to stop either at their 1886200 levels or their 1414 levels, and I think this is very appropriate, right? Pudgy Penguins being at an $800 million market cap now, that's quite the feat to accomplish, to see this kind of thing happen. But there's a lot going on with this thing. There's more than meets the eye with it. And I could definitely, especially after a massive sell-off like this, I could see you having some bearish or bullish momentum pent up inside of you, right? If you're not there, if you're not at 16 cents, I doubt you go to 22.5 cents, but that's the maximum. I accept it as a maximum. 22.5 cents, given maximum, you could see. 16 cents, I'm betting on that price, or somewhere around there between 16 and 13 cents is what I'm thinking. At a bare minimum, at a very bare minimum, I think it is fair to say that PENGU could see prices around 10 cents. And maybe it stops there. Maybe it does. And that's the minimum. This doesn't mean that, okay, well, he's saying it's the minimum here, which means it actually will go here. This is what we should hold out for. I'm saying if the signs are appropriate, if we're looking like we've got some bearish divergence and we're only right there at 10 cents, yeah, it might be time to consider some profit taking, right? It's the first area from an overall low to an overall high right there. That move in itself is going to be a 26x, 25x, you know, like it's pretty impressive. So, you know, be happy with that if that's what comes. 9.3 cents, 10 cents might be all we get. But if not there, I really wouldn't be surprised if you saw a $10 billion market cap for psychological resistance and you went all the way up to about 16 cents in price from here. As far as immediate price action goes, I don't think that you're going to go any lower. I think this is a great area to buy. I do believe by the end of the month you'll be worth something above 2.7 to 4 cents, somewhere in that area there. And then carrying on higher to higher prices in the month of June, going into the end of June, if not early July. I got nothing else for you guys. I think I said enough, so I'm going to end it there. Hit the like button, subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.